Hello. This video describes the main features of Logfiller's unique capability and presents a range of reports and dashboards produced through our Splunk app. It shows you never-before-seen intelligence on usage and demonstrates why it's so valuable to your business in saving time and money. Logfiller does something truly unique. It captures actual user experience data, which can be easily used by virtually any SIEM, log analyzer, or big data system. Logfiller is not a SIEM or log analyzer system. We fill the logs of third-party systems with user experience data. Let's say it again. It captures the user experience data. This data provides a wide range of operational, service level, and compliance intelligence, which can be used from proof of efficiency and increasing productivity to saving money in several ways. It is important to remember that while we are using Splunk in this example to present the reports, any of this intelligence can be deployed with any SIEM or log analyzer system you favour. For example, it works seamlessly with Manage Engine, Alien Vault, Logarithm, and others. How do we capture the user experience data? Inside the Logfiller Discovery Suite, 4 separate invisible agents or meters can be deployed individually or in combination, depending on the intelligence required, with any Windows-based system, including servers, terminal servers, laptops or workstations, or on any VDI infrastructure. These patent-pending meters generate and send data to a central SIEM or log analyzer server for analysis and reporting. In this video, the tool we are using is Splunk to display the data via our pre-configured Splunk app. First of all, we have a summary dashboard. Here you can quickly see the number of computers and users we are analysing. You can also see the total hidden cost of slow systems to your business. We have a user active meter, which will give you an experience rating. Under 10% is good, and over 20% is poor. You can also see the total hidden cost to your business of slow logon times. And we can go in and see the actual logon delay times as well. We give you an overview of the individual unique applications that are being opened by the users. For example, if you have 200 Word licenses, maybe only 40 of those licenses have been used within a 7-day period. We can also see the web browser's users meter. This is the total actual time a user is visiting a particular website, how long they are looking at that website for. Lastly, we have a browser waiting meter, which will show you the hidden cost to your business of slow systems in terms of web page loading time, whether or not it is an internet site or internal intranet site. You can take action to improve your system because the information is all right there in front of you. Now let's look at more specific and detailed dashboards. First, you can select dashboards from the top menu, here, and then choose the one you are most interested in. And you have several dashboards to choose from. Let's pick the user waiting dashboard. As we saw on the summary page, by using our sample reports, you can quickly determine the total hidden cost of slow systems to your business. You can also see which users are costing you the most due to delays. This also reveals which PCs are costing you the most in terms of waiting, which might not be the same. In addition, you can look at trend lines, which can be useful for making before and after comparisons. If you are comparing a particular rollout of an application, or if you are comparing the upgrade from, say, Windows 7 to Windows 8, you can do a test after the upgrade is complete to show if or how much the trend line has changed. You can also see in these dashboards which applications and which version of the application is causing the most wait time. This analysis often can show you which version of Chrome you are using, which version is causing the most waiting, or if it's Outlook that is causing the delays, or if a particular version of Outlook is the culprit. We can also show you the breakdown of each waiting period by application, so you can identify and get the accurate data on the worst offenders. You may also find out that an application you are using may not be the right tool for the job. The next dashboard we will look at is the user active meter. With Logfiller, you can quickly see how often the user is active, using their mouse and keyboard for example, and here are sample reports you can pull up that provide instant intelligence. You can assign an experience rating, which will compare users' active time versus their waiting time. If the wait is under 10%, this is good. However, if the wait time is over 20%, this is particularly bad, meaning that 20% of their active time is spent waiting. You also have a breakdown of the lag in the user experience by individual logon ID, so you can see first of all which users are having the worst experience. And you can show a trend line. You can see clearly if your active trends are increasing or decreasing over a period of time. You can also see which activity is the most based on user ID, which users are the least active. Again, you can also do this by machine name. Lastly, here are your total active time statistics. This graphic gives you the raw data which you can export as needed. Moving to the next dashboard, here is the logon waiting meter and hidden cost estimator. From this dashboard, first of all you can see the total logon delay time. You'll see how long users have been logged on, organisation-wide, and how long it took them to log on. You can also see, and this is a key budget issue for most organisations, the total hidden cost of slow systems to your business caused by logon delay. So, you can quickly determine how much money it costs you waiting for your users to log on, say, in the morning versus the afternoon. Logfiller gives you a breakdown of the average or the total logon wait times based on machine name or user ID. We have also got our raw stats as well, so if you want to export these or have these out separately, you can have this data too. This dashboard shows you the application usage meter. It gives you the total usage as well as a total count of the events that have occurred within this particular application. You can see on the left hand side, here, a distinct user count of how many times a particular application has been opened, using Outlook as an example here. You can see that 10 have been opened over the period in this query. You can compare this information with your current licensing, that is, how many licenses you have purchased compared to how many you actually need. On the right hand side, here, you have a similar breakdown, but this also includes version numbers, in case you are unsure or wanted to see which versions are being used the most. Plus, you will be able to detect anomalies, in case you didn't realise a particular version was in use. Here you have a breakdown of the application usage meter by total time in hours by usage name. For example, you can see that Firefox is the most used application on this system. You can see which applications generate the most events, the applications showing the most user activity. Logfiller offers you more ways to slice and dice the data to find out which is the average usage level on each application you are monitoring, and what is the total time a particular user is engaged with an application on a given machine. Also, here are your trend lines and general statistics. This gives you an exact figure to take away if you need to export into a report. Here you have Logfiller's web browser usage meter. Logfiller allows you to capture everything that is happening at the user interface, and that means you also have a full view of the activity within the web browsers. This capability is designed to complement your existing proxy, your web filtering solutions, and your web reports. But Logfiller gives you information that goes well beyond those reports. It provides a level of detail and data granularity that you cannot get from those web reports which only analyse the network traffic. This data shows you the actual time spent at a particular website. You can see in these two sample reports the total and/or average time spent at the entire range of websites. Let's take Facebook as an example. Logfiller shows you that within the time we have created this query, there has been 11 hours of usage on Facebook at our test site. Logfiller shows you the actual interactions, the entire interval when there was actual usage, not merely an open browser. Consider what happens if you don't close your web browser tab. a web proxy will report that a particular web page has been active for hours and hours during the working day, when in reality you may have been involved with it only for a few minutes. We also have more breakdowns of information showing which websites are most in use, so not just being the focus of attention, but on which websites users are interacting with the sites the most, not just reading, but typing in content, clicking on links, and surfing the particular web or web-based application. Logfiller offers understanding of which web browsers and which versions of web browsers are most in use, and which computer users have been active in actual web browser usage the entire time. Lastly, Logfiller organizes the statistics so that you can export the information. This allows you to provide some interesting site-by-site comparisons, using real information and precise values. This last dashboard for the Logfiller for Splunk app shows us the browser waiting meter and the individual hidden cost estimator. This dashboard is showing you from the user's perspective how long it takes for web pages to load individually. You can see from the first set of reports how much the website wait time is costing us per user. You can also see which web pages are taking the longest to load, with some pages taking longer than others. You can use this to compare SLAs, for example, if you've got an internal intranet. Let's say you're accessing an application that's hosted somewhere else. Now you can say with confidence that performance is not meeting the agreed SLA terms. In the instance we're looking at right now, you can see that our web pages are taking a long time to load, but our network traffic is not causing the problem. Here you have got the individual stats, real-world data, which can be used in assessing performance under your SLA agreement. Now we come to our final point about our sample reports and dashboards for the Logfiller for Splunk app. Every single dashboard has an advanced search feature. You can make a selection at the top, here, or choose any of the predefined dashboards you would like to create an advanced search for. If we take the user waiting meter advanced search, for example, we can use these drop-down menus to apply any of the predefined filters here. You can essentially query the database for yourself, without needing too much knowledge about the SIEM system or Splunk for your own creation of queries. If you want to create a query quickly on which user, or check the particular waiting time for an individual user, you enter the user's name here, decide the covered period will be 7 days, and then hit search. This query will be done as soon as I change the 7-day value period. Already you can see that the application that I really need to look at most is Chrome, because clearly that is the one causing my long wait times. Everything else here is just about as long as one would expect, so that is a very basic way of reporting an advanced way on the user waiting meter. Using these tools, you should be able to find, quickly and easily, whatever information you need about performance on your system. Thank you for watching. We're delighted that you're interested in our video tour of Logfiller for Splunk app. Please bear in mind that there's a lot more to experience with Logfiller than we could show you here without putting a dent in your busy day. Also, the sample reports in this video are only a few examples of the new real user experience data that Logfiller can capture and measure. Logfiller reports can be very useful in decision making about compliance, SLA agreements, monitoring system performance, HR departments, spotting anomalies in user and system behavior, plus a whole ream of business-specific matters. We'd love to know more about your interest in Logfiller. Please visit www.logfiller.com and let us know how we can be most helpful to you and your organization. Thank you for taking our Logfiller video tour.